Did Xingyi and Jinshi know each other?
Jinzhou was chosen as a baby for her resonance ability and raised in City Hall to become the Sentinel's appointed resonator. All the government workers there helped care for and teach her at some point, including Lady Xingyi. She grew up with immense responsibilities, forced to suppress her true nature from a young age. Thinking back, Jinshi was only a teenage girl when she became the magistrate. She has been burdened with unimaginable weight that most cannot fathom.
I assume this is the Truth Seeker's Pass Xingyi mentioned.
Yes. This should be another chronosorter. It should work in similar ways with the one we saw near the luminous shore. The entrance is built on that cliff, and it's been blocked. We will need to break the 3 photon vaults with ranged attacks first. Nothing. I was wondering, how did the Court of Savante create such an advanced mechanism using the Sentinel's power? Mortals aren't supposed to be able to comprehend it. I've never heard of any human civilization having the ability to manipulate time. Unless the Sentinel willingly taught them. But why? We need to focus on items related to the Court of Savante in Truth Seeker's Pass. Maybe we can find some clues there. Good. Did you see the tacitite fulminate on that cliff? Perhaps we can create an opening in this disk with an explosion.
It worked. The opening fits right onto the middle photon vault.
Rover, now we can hit the 3 photon vaults simultaneously.
We're in this together.
The blockade has been lifted. Let's go in.
Cherish every gain.
Shall we go sightseeing together?
Why are there tacit discords here? No. These monsters... they don't look like the usual tacit discords.
These also look like the works of the Court of Savante. Did they create these simulated holograms to protect this place?
One with the sounds. The show begins.
Tear them to pieces. Such nerve. Time to wrap it up. My field of expertise. I'll pay it back tenfold.
None shall whisper. Keep it together. One with the sounds. Last chance. Is this the end?
Your time is over. You won't cast me down. A temporary setback. Imitation. Bask in the sunlight.
Shadow descends. One with the sounds.
pieces. I've had enough. Get lost. My oversight.
One with the sounds. Last chance.
Imitate. I can use some fertilizer. Roll for me. Life is in everything.
One with the sounds. Endure and defy.
Listen up. Huh, I can use some fertilizer. Imitate. I'm just low on fluid.
Last chance.
Now I'm super dehydrated.
Last chance.
Leave it to me. Now I'm super dehydrated.
I've had enough. Get lost. My field of expertise. No mercy. Your time is over.
That thing up ahead. Is it another mechanism?
It seems to have unlocked after we got rid of those holograms. Let's go and have a look. The glowing patterns on that gate. It's a flare crest. Yes. The flare crests have a complex structure, but they can be deciphered with patience. See how each star represents a flare stone? That mechanism we accidentally solved earlier should be one of them. Yes, we still need the other two flare stones to open it. Wait. The blood and scales here. It's Jinzhou. She is likely teetering on the edge of overclocking now. We are running out of time. Decades have passed, but those researchers' presence still lingers in this place. The Sentinel's situation is worse than we thought. It had already sustained severe injuries when it descended upon Mount Firmament. With one of the temporal programs lost, it no longer had the power to restore time. Instead, it could only stop and rewind it.
So the Sentinel protected Hongjin with its power, but it couldn't return things back to normal.
It would seem so. According to their theories, the Sentinel's injury would worsen over time, and if the Sentinel perishes, the temporal disruptions will spiral out of control, engulfing all of Jinzhou. So the Fraxidus just added a pinch of salt to the already gaping wounds on Mount Firmament. There's nothing we can do. At least that's what it says in these records. Only the Mianlong Chamber can provide temporary relief for the Sentinel, but it won't heal it completely. In the end, the Sentinel and a peculiar visitor who is immune to time disruptions would have to come up with a last resort. The Sentinel couldn't be fixed, so they decided to replicate its power onto a resonator through induced resonance. Their experiments resulted in the first chronosorter, a man-made resonance object. No. A chronosorter can only rewind time within a narrow range. It's no match for the Sentinel's immense power. We are getting closer and closer to the truth. 2 more flare stones left. Everything aside, first we must find Jinshi.
One with the sounds. Shadow descends. Ha! Good timing.
Tear them to pieces. Zapstring, it's our curtain call.
Don't blink!
My field of expertise.
Bloom!
Be gone. Endure and defy.
Watch and learn. Time to wrap it up. My field of expertise. Sure.
on with the sounds. Down with the curtain. I must not falter.
I can't keep going.
Leave it to me. Bask in the sunlight. Now I'm super dehydrated.
Your time is over.
Listen up.
Another Chronos Order. The second flare stone should be behind this gate. Let's restore the collapsed gate with this Chronos Order.
Roll for me.
There is still another photon vault to break. We can't reach it from here. We may need to look around for a better vantage point.
do.
Look at that device on the floating slab. It could help us open the path to other places. Shall we give it a try? So it turned you into a climb-bang. Please use the leap device to eject yourself and crash through that ice wall. Another chrono sorter. Let's give it a try. The stone slates have formed a path. Now we can bring the tacitite fulminate across the water. This hidden area may allow us to reach that photon vault.
One with the bounce. Last chance.
Time for some hot action! Ally of justice!
Zap strength, the stage is yours. Time to wrap it up. You won't cast me down.
Must not falter.
No mercy. Your time is over.
Shall we go sightseeing together?
One last flare stone to go. There's a carrier lift nearby. Perhaps the flare stone is on the floor beneath us. We should be able to find Jinzhou soon.
Something about the carrier lift seems stuck. Something about the carrier lift seems stuck. Something about the carrier lift seems stuck.
Is that so? So this file confirms that the chronosorters are artificial resonance objects. They activate when hit with a strong impact to create the corresponding resonance effects. And this also answers my previous question. The chronosorters rewind time through resonating with the Sentinel. No, it was nowhere near enough. The chronosorters shut down once they are removed from the Sentinel's range or the abnormal time flow on Mount Firmament. Plus, as artificial resonance objects, their capacity is limited. According to the Court of Savante researchers, there was a hypothesis that could potentially make them more powerful, the Second Resonance Awakening hypothesis, which states the collision between two resonating frequencies might cause a Second Resonance Awakening. Yes. That fight has to happen to trigger a Second Resonance Awakening for Jinzhou, so she may exert even stronger resonance abilities, ones that allow her to restore the flow of time. Countless chronosorters were made to collide with the Sentinel's frequencies, but they were no match. All the machines turned to dust. One chronosorter briefly showed the power to restore time before breaking apart. This proved that a second awakening can indeed improve resonance ability. The research log mentioned that all chronosorters were working in an overdrive mode. It's similar to how human resonators experience overclocking, they wrote. Overclocking happens when a resonator overexerts their ability. And this researcher who wrote this suggests that it might be the key to triggering a second awakening. No, it's not. Exhausting oneself will only result in destruction. In addition, I noticed another detail in these records. The chronosorters required manual control, while the Sentinel Jue appeared to be under someone else's command. In the only incident of success, just as the chronosorter was about to break down, that peculiar visitor gave an order to the Sentinel, and the Sentinel successfully transferred some kind of energy to the chronosorter thanks to that order. Rover, do you have an idea? Jinzhou.
You.
Don't worry. Rover is special. The temporal disruption can't hurt him.
But Changli, you're...
Shh. I gave my word to be your pawn, and I intend to keep it. As your teacher and courtier, it is only right for me to do so. And let's not forget, without me playing the Wayfinder for Rover, we wouldn't even have him here. Rover has a strong connection to this place. You need his help to resolve Mount Firmament's crisis.
But we already owe Rover a lot.
As we headed toward Mount Firmament, Rover mentioned a strange dream he had. It may have been a flashback of his lost memories. Rover, Jue, and Mount Firmament. There must be some kind of crucial connection between the three. Rover also has his own reasons for being here.
I see. Rover, I will do everything I can to rescue the Sentinel as soon as possible. And we can finally talk to it in person. It will surely have the answers you want.
Let's cut to the chase. What did you find in Truthseeker's past, Jinzhou?
According to the Court of Savante's records, the Sentinel was already injured upon its arrival at Mount Firmament. As time passed and its condition worsened, the flow of time became unstable here, causing temporal disruptions that could potentially threaten Jinzhou. Only the Sentinel's appointed resonator can restore its temporal mandate. Their records indicate a solution. To reverse the rapid aging effect from temporal disruptions, I must deliberately collide with the Sentinel's resonance power during combat, triggering my second resonance awakening. That will enhance my power beyond its limits.
Let's say you can achieve all that, but Jinzhou, do you understand what is at stake for yourself?
I understand. I share a resonance connection with Jue, but I never took the time to truly get to know it. I've been blind to its suffering for so long. Sentinel Jue has been guiding us since the city's founding with its wise words and well-crafted decisions. The temporal disruptions we face are just a side effect of its efforts to protect local people. Without the Sentinel blocking out tacit discords through its time manipulation power, Jinzhou would be a barren wasteland today.
So what do you plan to do, Jinshi? If the Sentinel's condition is indeed incurable, nobody knows how far the temporal disruptions will continue to spread. Today it's Mount Firmament, but tomorrow it could be all of Jinzhou.
I will. If it truly comes down to that, I'll fulfill Jue's prophecy myself. It's the only way to save Mount Firmament, protect Jinzhou, and help the Sentinel.
Have you thought about the consequences, Jinshi? Trying to trigger a second awakening by fighting the Sentinel, it could make you overclock at any moment. We both know what that means. You could lose your mind forever, or even disintegrate into dust. You don't want to end up like those chronosorters, shredded under immense pressure. On top of that, do you honestly believe you can fight in your current condition? I can see right through your facade, Jinshi. You're essentially committing suicide at this point.
You're one to talk, my teacher. I learn from the best. When have you ever backed down from risking your life for what you believe in?
Oh? I don't remember ever teaching you that. We all die eventually, but we need to stay alive as long as we can to achieve more. Jinshi, you must live and inherit the Sentinel's power. Then you can save and protect these people for years to come.
Changli,
Jinshi, I don't intend to stop you. I know you've made up your mind. That's why I brought Rover here. You may have already guessed it. Rover is indeed the hero who fought by our Sentinel's side during Jinzhou's early days. He is also the mysterious visitor spoken of in tales about Mount Firmament. All evidence we've gathered points to this being true. If anyone can help us with the situation at Mount Firmament, it must be Rover.
thank you, my teacher. Jingxi will keep your words in mind.
Lastly, we still don't know for sure how the Fraxidus is keeping our Sentinel trapped. This will determine if you can actually meet it face to face. It could be any of these scenarios. Lady Xingyi is already on the case. We should get an answer soon. The cipher key should be inside the stone chamber, behind its entrance gate. There is one more flare stone to work out. Let's get moving.
Listen up! Photosynthesis. Grow for me.
Look, our last target. On those floating floor tiles. We need a way to restore them. It worked. The court of Savante set many traps here. They must have worked hard to protect Mianlong Chamber.
It's a trap! Watch out! Take form.
Swift and resolute.
Crosscut. Sever. Take full. Clears the blaze.
Swift and resolute.
Take 4. So be it.
Take full. Triumph through sever. Who's the caged bird now? Feathers incinerate.
Together we fight! Found in starlight. Evil be cleansed.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me. I'm done with all 3 flare stones.
Good. Let's head back to the entrance. We should be able to access the cipher key now.
Grow for me. The cipher key.
Rover, take good care of the cipher key. I'm leaving the rest to you and Jinzhou. Please don't forget, I am your wayfinder. I journeyed with you into the mountains to ensure you meet up with Jinzhou. From this point onward, I will be counting on you both to go and confront the Sentinel. This is all I can do for you. I'm here to guide, not intervene. The path is yours to choose. Not to mention, the Fraxidus has been pestering us non-stop. You'll need someone to keep them at bay. Yes, they've been constantly watching you, interested in your every move. They can never seem to take their eyes off of you. By all means, please carry on without me. As for myself, I have a more fitting location to make my contributions from. Oh, speak of the devils. How rude. This is not how we greet people here. Allow me to demonstrate the proper etiquette.
Cheng-Li.
Those artificers are nothing to worry about. Don't worry. Cheng-Li has her plans. I don't believe we will run into more ambushes on the way.
It's Madam Magistrate! She's back! I must go tell Lady Jinyi!
Photosynthesis.
The Mianlung chamber is open now. You can proceed inside. Before you go, there's something important I need to tell you. Changli was right. They used the Court of Cervantes' research to trap our sentinel in its resting chamber. They used the chronosorters. Our captured artificer revealed that the Fraxidus sent a death squad to invade Mount Firmament. They had a twofold plan. First, to place the chronosorter in the Mianlung chamber while it was still operational. And second, to lure the Sentinel back to Mount Firmament. Although their death squad was no match for the Sentinel, by forcing its hand, the powerful resonance ability of the Sentinel would clash with the energy of the chronosorter. This would ultimately cause harm to itself. What if the Fraxidus modified those chronosorters? A whole bunch of them, pushed to their limits, all working together to deliver one massive blow. But not even that was enough to take down the Sentinel. After the first hit, they set up modified flare crests in the Mianlung chamber to form a special force field along with those chronosorters. It prevented the Sentinel from replenishing energy, and eventually restricted its movement and perception.
So, we must free the Sentinel from that force field first.
It would be a task more complicated than it sounds. The people of Hongzhen have lived with the Sentinel for generations. We can usually tell if it's in good shape or not. But now, the Fraxidus want to capture the Sentinel. They won't just stop at Mount Firmament. Madam Magistrate, I'm sure you didn't come here just for the Sentinel. Please tell us what you know, Madam Magistrate.
Yes. I will tell you everything.
So the Sentinel is actually injured. And it's been getting worse. The Fraxidus attacked while it hasn't healed yet. Their plans are devious as always. Madam Magistrate, you've already laid out this plan so far. It's always a challenge to decipher the Sentinel's intentions. But there were many theories about it in City Hall at the time. I couldn't fathom why it went through such great lengths to retrieve you from Mount Firmament and raise you within our walls. But now that I reflect on it, perhaps the Sentinel saw in you the potential to one day restore the temporal program and ensure the survival of Jinzhou's inhabitants. I just never thought you'd be willing to follow through with that prophecy.
It was here on this very mountain that I first encountered the Sentinel. Back then, I was too young to remember anything. Even the image of Mount Firmament has slipped from my mind. But this time, as soon as I stood at the base of Mount Firmament, I felt a wave of recognition wash over me. Memories long buried resurfaced with sudden clarity. Lady Xingyi, I was born with my life, my everything connected to our Sentinel. But my duty as its appointed resonator is not the only reason for my decision. I'm following the heart of my younger self before I became Jinzhou. The girl who used to laugh with pure joy as she felt the snow from Mount Firmament on her face. I am a seed, born on Mount Firmament, carried by the wind to every corner of Jinzhou. But now, I've returned to my place of origin. It's time for me to take root and grow into something greater.
No matter what happens or what choices you make, please remember, the people of Hongzhen will always have your back. Mount Firmament has been stagnant for eternity. Perhaps a sudden crack of lightning is what we need to break through the fog of uncertainty that has lingered over us for far too long. Once you pass through Hongzhen, keep your eyes open for a cave on the northern cliff. That will lead you to a shortcut towards Mianlun Chamber. The place is directly under Mount Firmament's iconic loon-shaped cliff. I wish you two the best of luck.
Jinzhou, so far everything we know about the Sentinel is still just speculation.
You were right. But my weakening resonance ability and my connection to the Sentinel leave me no choice but to explore these theories. Whether it's fact or fiction, truth or a lie, I have to confront the Sentinel and see for myself. The Mianlung chamber should be deep in the cave. Let's go.
Remnants of the past. One with the sounds. Endure and defy.
I've had enough. Get lost. My field of expertise. Tear them to pieces. Crush them! Time to wrap it up.
Shadow descends. One with the sounds. Nowhere to hide.
No mercy.
An unexpected discovery. None shall whisper. Endure and defy.
My field of expertise. You won't cast me down. That strength. It's our curtain call. Your time is over.
Be gone. Keep it together. Down the curtain.
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise. I've had enough. Get lost.
Leave it to me.
One with the sounds. Nowhere to hide. Keep it together. An unexpected discovery. One with the sounds. Last chance.
Bloom. I can use some fertilizer. Bask in the sunlight.
Tear them to pieces. Zap strength. I'll pay it back tenfold. Zap strength. It's our curtain call.
Death roll and
Shadow descends. One with the sounds. Last chance.
Obedience is for weaklings.
Endure. Is this the end?
Withering is natural to life.
One with the sounds. Shadow descends.
Good. There's no time to waste.
Last chance.
Imitation. Going against wind.
Zap strength. It's our curtain call. My field of expertise.
None shall whisper. One with the sounds.
Listen up. Leave it to me. Imitation. Life is in everything.
Tear them to pieces. Your time is over. I can't keep going.
Last chance.
Imitation. Going against wind.
Tear them to pieces. Time to wrap it up.
Be gone. Last chance.
I can use some fertilizer. Listen up. Imitation.
Tear them to pieces. Crush them! My field of expertise. I can't keep going.
Back in the sunlight. Imitation.
Tear them to pieces. I've had enough. Get lost. My field of expertise. I can't keep going.
Going against wind. Imitation. Going against wind.
Down the curtain. One with the sounds. Nowhere to hide. Keep it together.
Roll for me.
Tear them to pieces. Zap strength. It's our curtain call. There's no time to waste.
An unexpected discovery.
This must be the Mianlong chamber. We should now help the Sentinel break free from the Flare Crest's binds. Chrono sorters nearby may have frozen this body of water in time. Or it could have been caused by the temporal disruptions here. Either way, we can use it to our advantage. We can walk over the water now. We are too far away to see what's going on inside. Let's go. I still need more information to determine what we should do next. I can feel the Sentinel's presence inside, but it's not responding. The Flare Crest. The Sentinel is telling us we need to find the 3 flare stones corresponding to the Flare Crest. Then we will be able to lift the confinement set by the Fraxidus.
But I'm not seeing any flare stones, or any kind of entrance to another chamber.
There seems to be something underwater. Let's start with the Chrono Sorter here.
This is a testament to my connection with the world around me, and it's very much my companion now, bearing witness to everything I've experienced on this journey. The water level has dropped. It's the flare stone. On that rock.
Let's go retrieve it.
The flare stone is right here, but we have to open this photon barrier first.
This barrier will break down once the corresponding photon vaults are destroyed. One of the photon vaults is in there.
Done.
2 more to go. Let's look for them nearby.
One with the sounds.
We need to find a way to destroy the spikes with the corroder's help. Same as last time. Let's locate the photon vault first.
One with the sounds.
Tear them to pieces. Your time is over. My field of expertise. Time to wrap it up.
Nowhere to hide. Down with the curtain. One with the sounds.
Tear them to pieces. Don't blink! My field of expertise. Zapstring. It's our curtain call.
Shadow descends. One with the sounds.
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise.
Endure and defy. One with the sounds. Last chance.
I've had enough. Get lost. Zapstring. I can't keep going.
One with the sounds.
Growth. Life is in everything. I can use some fertilizer.
Tear them to pieces. My field of expertise.
Shadow descends. Sounds are fading.
My field of expertise. Time to wrap it up.
Leave it to me. Listen up. I can use some fertilizer. Imitation.
Tear them to pieces. Your time is over. My field of expertise. Sure. Zap string. It's our curtain call.
Photosynthesis. Going against luminous energy. I'm just low on fluids.
No mercy. My field of expertise.
Now I'm super dehydrated.
None shall whisper. One with the sounds. Be gone. Is this the end?
I've had enough. Get lost. My field of expertise.
Blue.
Tear them to pieces. You're not getting away. You won't cast me down. Zap string. It's our curtain call. My field of expertise.
Leave it to me. Listen up. Now I'm luminous energy. Time to hibernate.
My field of expertise. You won't cast me down. I've had enough. Get lost.
Once, tacit discords terrorized the land.
The region of Jinzhou was under siege. A mother and her newborn child were hiding in ruins, trying to avoid the deadly creatures. They weren't safe for long, as the tacit discord found them. The mother sacrificed herself to protect her child. But with her gone, it was difficult for the newborn to survive. In a couple of minutes, its loud cries gradually died out. Fortunately, the newborn's cries echoed through the forest with a unique resonance that reached the ears of the mighty Sentinel. With a burst of energy, our Sentinel dispelled the surrounding evils. But sadly, it was too late. That night, Mount Firmament shook with the roars of a lung, and dark clouds gathered. The Sentinel returned with a dead infant in its embrace. As if by magic, somber clouds parted, and shooting stars lit up the sky. With Mount Firmament's unique flow of time, the Sentinel brought the deceased infant back to life. The resurrected infant became known as the
Sentinel's appointed resonator, and went on to become the magistrate of Jinzhou. Yes, it's me. I've lived in Jinzhou my whole life, and never ventured into Hongjian. Yet even I know of the legend. To me, Jue is more than just our sentinel, or a revered divine being. It raised me and saved me from certain death. I've been thinking about it on our way here. If the Sentinel predicted our fight, why would it even bother saving me in the first place? Now I understand why. Because I am the Sentinel's resonator. I may not have any extraordinary abilities, but I do possess the temporal program that it accidentally lost. If Jinzhou ever faces a similar time crisis, I might be the only one who can set things right. In our Sentinel's prediction, the battle between us is supposed to happen in the distant future. It had been waiting for an opportunity, a right moment to tell me the truth. That's why it didn't explain. Now may not be the opportunity the Sentinel has been waiting for, but my body cannot hold up much longer. I have to go and face it while I still can. To learn about the truth, or complete our destined battle. give up my duty. I never thought about it. To be honest, I did doubt myself many times. It was the endless kindness of you, Changli, Xingyi, and everyone in Jinzhou that gave me the courage to push on. Even Jue's decision to bring me back to life. Whether out of pity or not, I am truly grateful. The thought of it warms my heart every time. Jinzhou holds everything that's dear to me. Even without the title of magistrate, I could never leave Jinzhou behind. I'm okay. The pain I'm feeling is nothing compared to those trapped in the temporal disruptions. I must find the Sentinel as soon as possible. We draw from the same source of power. Saving it means saving myself. If there is truly no other option in the end, then I will have to fight it. I refuse to back down. I will fight. To protect the Sentinel and to defend Jinzhou. One life may be lost, but many will be saved. If it means keeping everyone safe, then I have no regrets giving my own life. But let me make one thing clear. I am not planning on dying yet. I am here to fight for a chance at survival, no matter how slim that chance may be. We're not in a situation where death is our only option, are we? Thank you for placing your trust in me. Come to think of it, many good things have happened to me since you arrived in Jinzhou. Thank you, Rover. My teacher Changli told me it's up to both of us to solve the crisis at Mount Firmament. As I know you have a special connection with our Sentinel, I need your support in this decision. But don't worry, I'm prepared. This isn't about succumbing to destiny, it's about embracing it fully. I am grateful to have you by my side through it all.
One last flare stone to go. The remaining photon vault is hidden behind the fissured ledge.
Fissured ledge. If only there was a tacitite fulminate. Let's look around.
You can count on me. Shall we go sightseeing together? Huh. Going against wind. Listen up. Photosynthesis. Huh. Grow for me.
Good. Now we can get that flare stone.
Going against wind. Photosynthesis. Imitation.
Tear them to pieces. Watch and learn. Pay it back tenfold.
Grow for me.
Down with curtain. One with the sounds.
Time to wrap it up. My field of expertise. No mercy. I'll pay it back tenfold.
That timing. One with the sounds. Keep it together.
My field of expertise. Zap strength. It's our curtain call. think you've got permission?
Leave it to me. Bask in the sunlight. Oh, listen.
None shall whisper.
Tear them to pieces. I'll pay it back tenfold. My field of expertise.
All set. The Sentinel should be able to break free now.
Yes, I believe so. Let's head back to the Sentinel's place.